What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk to you guys about Warhammer 40k. So yesterday, the folks over on the Warhammer community page posted some new rules for the Blood Angels for their upcoming 9th edition codex, which I believe it's up for pre-order this weekend. So if you guys still have some money left over after all your Black Friday shopping, go ahead and pre-order this bad boy up, because the new rules are looking to be pretty spicy. So much so that I had to make the thumbnail that the Blood Angels are better than the World Eaters right now. Now, who knows how the World Eaters were going to change when the Chaos Space Marine Codex drops, but currently I'm liking what they're doing to the Blood Angels. Now, for the longest time, I used to run my custom fan-made homebrew Space Marine chapter of the Celestial Sons as Blood Angels, so I know a thing or two about them. I always thought they were kind of lackluster when it came to doing their thing, but with the new edition, I really like it. So let's dive into the new rules to see what they've got coming. As always, guys, if you want to check out the rules for yourself, the link to the Warhammer community page is going to be down in the description. But for now, let's see what they got. So one of the things that the Blood Angels are known for is for their tenacity, their flaws, and their red color scheme. So their tenacity really stems from their flaws when you look at it, because the red thirst basically makes them hunger for blood. They're essentially vampires when you think about it. And the red thirst is something that Sanguinius tried to hide from the Greater Imperium back in the day, and he saw it as a really like a mark of shame for his Space Marines. So because of that, he spent so much time trying to find a cure for it, but of course there wasn't one, or at least not one that he could find. So in the 9th edition codex, Savage Echoes is essentially the thirst for blood, and all this is making them just be crazed in battle. Not to the point of the Black Rage, but they're just more bloodlusting, so they're out for blood, to put it not so simply. But anyway, what Savage Echoes does is, while the Assault Doctrine is active, each time a unit with this ability fights, if it made a charge move, was charged, or performed a heroic intervention, then, until that fight is resolved, you add 1 to the attack characteristics of your models in this unit. Now this is pretty nasty, because the Blood Angels have a lot going for them in close combat, and this stacks on top of other things such as the Black Rage. So the Black Rage happened because of Sanguinius falling against his best friend, Horus. Now, the thing that I don't like is that this was a psychic backlash because of his death. Now, if they do decide to say that, oh, Sanguinius didn't die, he was in a near-death state, it kind of like lessens the Black Rage, in my opinion, because if you look at the website, it says, when a Blood Angel's battle brother succumbs to the Black Rage, their doom is assured. Yet, before they fall, their murderous ferocity, inhuman strength, and near supernatural resilience makes them a terrifying threat to any enemy who dares stand in their path. So that just goes to show you that, they're out for blood, they're crazy, they're essentially brought back in time to the point that Sanguinius was fighting Horus, so they're gonna fight like they themselves are their Primarch. So because of this, in your movement phase, each time this unit is selected to move, it can't fall back, which is pretty badass. On top of this, every time this unit fights, if it made a charge move, performed a heroic intervention, then until the fight is resolved, you add 1 to the attack characteristic of the models in this unit. Again, stacking with the previous Savage Echoes. On top of all this, each time a model in this unit would lose a wound, you get a 6+ feel no pain, which is really great. And then finally, the one downfall to this is that this unit cannot perform any actions. So that's kind of detrimental, because actions can give you points, whatnot, during like crusades or mission objectives and whatnot. So these guys aren't meant to be using actions. They're not meant to be like strategic, kinda, somewhat. They're just there to hit the enemy hard. You can give them jump packs, you can give them thunder hammers. This is a really powerful unit, and because of that, obviously you can't do actions and you can't fall back. They're literally there, both lore-wise and tabletop-wise, to fight until the death. Whether that be the enemy killing them, or Asterath, the Grim, that beheads them. So yeah, I love it. It fits with the lore, and just makes the freaking models of the Blood Angels even more awesome. Now, as we continue through the article, we finally get to a little bit of a tease for their stratagems, and you have one that's pretty undercosted in my opinion. So for a single command point, you get the Stratagem Red Rampage. So you use this stratagem in your command phase if the assault doctrine is active for your army. Once again, pushing the assault thematic for your force. So until your next command phase, so for a whole turn, and your opponent's turn too, each time that a Blood Angel model from your army makes an attack with a pistol or a melee weapon on an unmodified wound roll of 6, the AP of that attack is improved by 1. And it goes to say that this bonus is cumulative with the combat doctrine ability. So that's pretty good. The only thing too that is so good that you can only use this stratagem once. Really great, because whether it's an Astartes chain sword you're fighting with, a power sword, thunder hammer, plasma pistol, bolt pistol, whatever, the AP is improved by 1 on those 6s. So that's when you really want to roll high. That's when you really want to like come down via deep strike and be ready to assault, because there's a bunch of things you can do to reroll assaults to get there faster. So it's something that you really have to kind of have in mind at the beginning of the game, that my army is coming in from reserves. I got Terminators dropping, or I got some really strong units coming in via Land Raider. So I want to make sure that I'm able to assault the key enemy units so that I could use Red Rampage, maybe their Death Company, maybe they've got the Red Thirst going on. So it's just more attacks, stronger AP, and that's really where the Blood Angels tend to win games, because of the charges and all the damage they can do during the charge, especially during the assault doctrine. And then we come to a very flavorful warlord trait, and that is called Artisan of War. The warlord is a true artist both on and off the battlefield. His talents are reflected in the exquisite workmanship of his war gear, for he insists upon personally crafting his weapons of war. Now this is really awesome, because a lot of Blood Angels have really good relics and whatnot, and the way you can combine them with this is really amazing, because what this does is that the warlord can be given one of the following special issue relics on top of any relic that you may give him, but of course he can't have double the same relic. Each one must be unique. So you could give him the Adamantine Mantle, Artificer Armor, or a Master Crafted Weapon, or digital weapons. So basically you can make him really tanky, or make him be pretty much auto-hitting. I know it's not 100%, but chances are you're gonna hit if you give him Master Crafted, or you can give him extra attacks with digital weapons. So all in all, that's pretty cool. You could really make some interesting combos with the relics you can give him. I know it's kind of tiptoeing along the lines of like Salamanders, because they too are Master Craftsmen. So it's a pretty cool warlord trait, and you can do a lot of killer combinations, especially if you're trying to like tank, or if you're trying to become a stronger in either melee or ranged battle. So it's really cool. It's really cool. And one such relic that you can give them is the Icon of the Angel, which basically makes an aura that allows any friendly Blood Angel within 6 inches of this model to be able to re-roll charge rolls. Again, that's what I was saying earlier. There's multiple ways to make your units go into close combat easier, and this one is a perfect example of that. So all in all, there's still one more piece of war gear to talk about, but I'll let you guys see that by hitting the link down in the description below. I'm happy for this. I see a lot of good things coming for the Blood Angels, making them competitive, making them really fun to play. Now, just because you play Blood Angels doesn't mean that if you're not making them close combat orientated, you're going to lose games, but this is where they shine. Most of their abilities, most of their rules is gearing towards assaulting, charging in, and just hitting hard, which, like I said, is the same tactic as the World Eaters. So, if this is a little tease or a little taste of what's to come for Chaos, I'm happy. Also, Space Wolves are very close combat orientated, but I think they have a stratagem that's like 2 command points that does the same thing as Red Rampage does, but I don't know, maybe it's just a way of kind of evening the playing field, even though it's giving the Blood Angels a little bit of an easier time to get that extra attack with the Red Rampage stratagem. But all in all, I'm liking it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys play Blood Angels, are you excited for these new rules for your supplement? And yeah, that's all I got for today. Hopefully we get to see more things coming as the days go by and it gets closer to the weekend for the pre-order for the Blood Angel supplement. I know we've got Dark Angels coming up soon, Death Guard coming up soon as well. So I can't wait to see what other codices are on the way for us war gamers. So that's all I got for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you then. Peace.